is doing my gameplay review for Galactic Grand Prix number 3, which I used Blue Falcon. So the first one I used Golden Fox, the second one I used Wild Goose, now Blue Falcon, and the fourth one I'll be using Stingray, which hopefully by then has some additional buffs. Knowing how much Falcon gets knocked around, this Galactic Grand Prix I knew was going to be very difficult. Starting in the back line here is a bad position because I can easily get knocked back, which happens right there. The Stingray in front of me knocked me back, kind of knocked me back again from the right. So now I'm already starting in 70th place, which Falcon shouldn't be that far back. And right there I got spun into the wall, so I'm way far back. You don't really even collect sparks that well this far back because all the machines are just eating them up. This whole race I've just been knocked around and there's nothing I can really do, so now I'm over boosting. Barely made it through the first lap. You don't even get much of an extension there, because it's not like they're that far ahead, but you're just so far behind a dense pack, you can't move through it, especially with Falcon. So, I mean, there's pretty much nothing I could have done that race. The whole entire opener and the beginning of the first lap, I just got beat up, knocked back, couldn't push through the crowd, and you know, that's the RNG of Mute City. You just, sometimes you're the person who gets left behind. There's nothing you can do. So a few others got left behind, you know. And all these are great players, so, I mean, you rank out on Mute City 1, just, it's gonna happen. Or Mute City 3. It's kind of the worst nightmare of the Galactic Grand Prix is you don't make it through Mute City through rank out. So that was the worst, starting off in the worst possible way, but I figured eventually with Falcon I was going to run into a disaster, so I was hoping that one disaster was kind of getting those out of the way and just move forward after that there. So let's go into, then we're going into Mimir Nightly. And let's see where if I can start properly with Falcon, which should be one of the top positions with this kind of start. Starting in the back row again though, so no one cut me off and I was able to just spin any kind of collision, so no hazards there. So that's how the start like basically should have looked. You start around this place and then you get a good amount of sparks and you're not really taking that much damage, you're getting knocked around as much. I figure how laggy it is and how dense it is, I'm just going to go around the mines. If I hit a mine, then I'm gone. Now I'm kind of in a safe but not great position because I'm not getting any sparks. and I'm not going to catch the front, which isn't a big deal to get first, but I know people now who are getting sparks are eventually going to pass me. At least it's a safe race at this point, though. Getting piled on a little bit from the Skyway people, but not too bad. Not really dealing with any bad bumper patterns. A little bit of a close call, and I had to slow down here. So I lost some places, but it was a safe race overall. There's all the foxes. Little opening duel with Eagle Mengs. Luckily I was able to get the zipper there. Sometimes even the space after you push off that zipper. I'm going to go for the Skyway after the zipper here. Not good, but we got it all. If I didn't get that wall bounce there, maybe I could have had a chance to front run. This is where the race kind of fell apart. I had a really bad bumper path in there with the zipper and just had to slow down a lot, take bad lines. So now I'm just going to try to bail myself out with the Skyway. I mean, it wasn't a bad race even, but considering how packed it was, I just had pretty much really one bad section, kind of let the whole pack in front of me, but luckily there was a Skyway to bring me back. Pretty much just not hitting a red or blue there is kind of what made me get me through those type of tracks where you don't necessarily have a great race, but you also just didn't, you know, have something that completely ends it like a red. zipper start. Falcon has max zipper speed, so I'm going to get a really strong start here. Got pushed a bit there forward. Luckily I was able to corner through it. A little too close to come for getting ranked out in the first lap there. Maybe I could have tried to front run a little bit stronger to avoid this kind of situation. Now at this point I'll be going for a second Skyway. The 999 exit club really helpful. So I can kind of just boost and get a little bit out of the pack there. Yeah, so those gooses kind of ended my really good race there, so I would have been like top 5, but the gooses just kept pushing me and just knocked me off my line and slowed me down. At this point, it's just kind of survival mode. Surviving death win 1. There's always a challenge. Only 20 people make it, and it's tough to make that. Pretty much if there's any kind of mistake on this track, it knocks you back. Like hitting a red, blue, or just getting stuck, getting your speed or energy whittled down, you'll be ranked out. So just hoping this race goes smooth and I can skyway out of it. A little bit of a hover. So now I know I'm going to need another skyway, but some of my pathing was a little slow because I was reaching out for sparks. Luckily I have enough boost to maintain to get out of this lap. Now I can't put a boost again, so luckily I'm able to skyway. That zipper would have been really nice. So clean race, and that's all you kind of hope for. I mean, it'd be really nice if I had extra energy, but as you know, I never have any KOs, so default energy on this course can be a setback, especially when people have picked up KOs. So I'm just playing casually here since I started kind of in a fun position. So I won't be waiting for the gold. Now I should expect the Skyway people to start making their move. A little slow there because I didn't like the bumper pattern. Now people are going to start catching up, which is bad. Luckily I was able to make it, didn't get hit off that jump pad there. That would have been a disaster. So kind of just a basic run there. Didn't do anything special, but made it through. And making it through a GP with Falcon was kind of my goal. I didn't expect to really get a top placement in any of the GPs with Falcon. Not from Mir Queenly. The threat of being ranked out on Mute City is always there, so let's see how this one goes. At least I got a good starting position. I was actually getting good back bumps there, so I didn't have to boost again, so that was nice. was a really good first lap. I was actually trying to boost there, but the skyway here maybe is fine. Now I'm gonna avoid the zippers at this point. There, just because there's so many hazards, especially with Falcon. If you get knocked into the dirt or something happens there, where you get pushed off your line, the race is over. Fighting through heavy traffic at this point. So I mean, that was a pretty crazy race. Nothing really bad happened, but I still got 79th. Just some small stuff along the way. I think it's because other people just got better. Skyways got their extensions, probably got to save more energy. Pretty much the goal for this course is just going to be 2 skyways. I'm in a pretty good position now. Unfortunately, that turn was bad. Because of the positioning of red, I tried to avoid it wide most of the time. But I still have some health here, and I'm gonna be able to do my skyway in the 4th lap. I guess I could have just boosted the skyway a little quicker, but I made it through the course, so at least I had well-timed 4th lap skyway to kind of get through that, because a lot of times if you don't get that skyway, everyone else is getting it and you just get passed up. This kind of plays the same way as Port Town. You're gonna have to really depend on that skyway at that good point to get the best race possible. For the 99 race, like, you could front run Falcon and do alright. But in a race like this, there's no chance you can do that. So since I'm kind of in the lead, this is going to be a slow build-up for the Skyway. See, these pushbacks and stuff get real dangerous, because now I'm in jeopardy of getting ranked out, so I'm going to need the Skyway. Luckily I was able to pick it up right in time. I'm still kind of barely making through, but that zipper there was a huge help. And I'm pretty much last boost will be to completion. So I mean, really the only thing that happened bad that race is just getting knocked back in the pack. Otherwise I got my sparks where I wanted them. You got the good extension and a fairly clean race. Just a goose army at the top. For me, or Whiteland 1, kind of just have to hope not to lose your race in the jump pad bumper section. Or if you ruin it yourself by doing over jumping, getting the UFO, that'll be an instant rank out. I mean, those 2 laps, pretty much everything went perfectly fine, those laps. I'm getting passed up a little bit, but still in good position. So I decided here just to get the Skyway, because I knew if I got that, I wouldn't rank out or hit a red, so that was the best play to make right there. So, made it to the last race. Even though I'm last in points to the last race, still making it to the last race is a pretty big accomplishment, especially when I'm not using my best machine. One problem I don't like with the starting position with this default energy is I'm not going to get the Skyway for this race. Unless I sandbag, that means I lose my starting position though. So I'm just going to play normally and do the best I can with just no Skyway. The plus side is I don't have to deal with the pack and take any kind of really bad attack by a goose at a bad time or get into a red, something like that, but I know in the later part of this race everyone's just going to pass me. I've been playing pretty clean. It's just not enough when everyone's getting their Skyway, and I'm just going to fall short of it. And this bumper padding is just awful right there, so I lost a lot of time. I made it through another GP, which was the goal for Falcon here. Maybe I should consider that even kind of overachieving for being Falcon, considering it's my least played machine. I'm able to make it this far in a GP with all the top players with it. Seems like there was more variety of machines for Queen there that did well, which is good. Now for the final one, the Mirror King. I haven't been able to figure out with Falcon yet is a set pattern for Mirror City 3. I kind of just play it and how it goes. Sometimes I need more energy, so I have to go to the refiller instead of the left zipper side. Almost got pushed off that zipper, and I need to save my spin attack for that final zipper. So this is a bad pushback, so this is kind of what happened in the first one. You start off like in 70th, but luckily I was able to push through that and get some good speed off the double zipper. Since I'm low in energy, it's going to be the refiller. Seems like I should have got more sparks out of that golden. So unfortunately here I got my sparks at a bad time. So I couldn't boost after that turn, and now I have to use this Skyway at a time I really didn't want to use it at. And I couldn't have held it any longer because then everyone would pass me up. Seems like I should have got that KO for the gray, but it doesn't count. Things just could have been a little bit better. I could have had a chance to use the zipper side for one laps and had a better time Skyway. I could have placed a lot better. So this is a very dangerous spark. See, the gooses just completely ruined my opener, and I'm miles away from anyone, so I was kind of expecting to rank out at this point, but let's see if I can get a Skyway. Let's play pretty dangerous to make it through this now. It's going to be an energy shortage the entire race. Watch one boost per lap. Getting knocked around a ton, losing a lot of speed. Trying to make sure to take a good line there so I don't rank out. And that's where I had to kind of make a risky play to boost there. Wasn't sure if I was going to get ranked out. And I'm running on fumes. Somehow made it through that race after that awful start of getting knocked off the line at the beginning by the gooses. So that was kind of a huge victory to make it through that race. I avoided those mines there, even though it's a quicker route, just because if I know if a goose hits me there, my race is over. And I'm going to be depending on a early skyway. So I'm not getting as much sparks as like quite want, because I wanted to launch a first lap skyway. So I'm going to have to hope for then a second lap and then fourth lap. Luckily I was able to grab that extension, so I didn't try to get the end of the race. A little worried about getting ranked out there. I was getting beat up a ton at the end of that race. So hopefully I can bail myself out here with the Skyway again. So that fourth lap skyway is huge, and I was able to get a decent place. The bottom again in points, but making it through the race is the goal. That's where my race pretty much ends. I just got stuck in kind of a bad pattern where I was just not driving well and getting hit around and couldn't recover for it. Didn't get a first lap skyway, so just things kind of fell apart from just some bad driving for a little bit, and just once you get that, the gooses are like extremely deadly around those mine areas, and I just couldn't get back on track. So I mean, it was a bit disappointing because I'd say in the whole GGP that was kind of one of the moments where I could have played better. I could have, that seemed completely avoidable with just better driving. Maybe I should have like over boosted there to completely clear my path of anyone coming from behind, but you know, it's inevitable that's gonna happen along the way. So I guess my take overall on the 4 GPs was I mean, the first one's obvious, just bad luck. You get shuffled back, you take the early line, like bad hit, and just nothing works. So it's going to happen to a few players. And then the two middle ones, I was able to make it to the end, even though my points weren't that great, and I didn't have any kind of like, obviously no first places or anything, but surviving with Falcon was my goal. And then this one was kind of just felt like maybe I could have made it to the end, but sometimes you just don't drive well, and you hit a hazard, especially with all the other top players around you. So I don't know what the total points are for this GDP yet. It hasn't been calculated, but I guess I kind of just did fairly well. I mean, making it through two with Falcon was all right, and I didn't really expect to place as well as I did with Fox or Goose. So I guess I'm satisfied overall since they all didn't go bad. So this is, look at the upsides of that. And then the next one I'll probably be playing is Stingray, and is hoping for the necessary buffs for that, because it's currently the worst machine for stacked lobbies.